FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio.
Good morning and welcome to yet another interesting of newspaper review on Power 365 FM online radio. My name is Ibidapo Miracle Oluwadamilola. Let me bring to your hearing on the catchy headlines that I have on my table this morning. Vigilante killed for stopping scavengers of contaminated frozen turkey in Lagos. Plateau schools collapse, grieving mothers recount late son's memories. It's fake news. Oni Palaces denies marriage trending story. And on the other hand, I saw illicit financial outflows cost Nigerian others $50 billion annually, cheap as cancels. Motorists grown over Sabah Nature Expressway gridlock, demand highway repairs. And on the other hand, I saw homecoming. Britain searching for Nigerians' route finally meet half brother. Okay, and petrol landing cost now 1,117 naira per liter. That's coming from Market House. UI students protest 10 hours electricity rationing petition and also tuition hike. Over 600,000 Nigerians sought asylum abroad under Buhari. Not top applicants list as federal government began student loan disbursement. A lot of stories on my table this morning as I have the Punch newspaper to review this morning. Once again, my name is Ibidapo Miracle Oluwadamla, able representing Olamide. Please stay tuned for the news and details. Vigilante killed for stopping scavengers of contaminated frozen turkeys in Lagos. The police command in Lagos State says it has arrested 2 suspected hoodlums over the death of vigilante members in the Ekpe area of the state. The command spokesman SP Benjamin Udein confirmed these to the news agency of Nigeria on Thursday. Udein said that the Ekpe Police Division got a report on Monday at about 4:30 p.m. that an Ibila vigilante member, simply identified as Oluwafemi, 45 years old, was attacked on Friday at about 2 p.m. by suspected hoodlums. He said the hoodlums reportedly attacked the vigilante member at a refuse dump site at Efero village Ekpe while attempting to stop them from scavenging disposed contaminated frozen turkey from the dump site. According to the image maker, the vigilante member who sustained injuries on part of his body was rushed to Ekpe General Hospital where he was treated and discharged. However, on July 15, 2024, at about 2:30 p.m., his condition relapsed and he was taken back to the hospital. Doctors on duty battled to save his life, but unfortunately, he gave up the ghost. His corpse was being deposited at the mortuary. The 2 suspects has been arrested in addition to the 12 already handed over to the task force on a Saturday over scavenging contaminated turkeys. Investigation is ongoing, he said. You can pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that particular news story. Plateau school collapse. Grieving mothers recount late son's memories. A bereaved mother identified as Blessing Onowo recalls the fond memories of a late 15-year-old son, Shidera, who died after his school building collapsed last Friday, July 12, 2024 in Jos, Plateau State. Shidera attended St. Academy located in Buza-Buji community, just not local government area of the state, with his younger sister, Shisom. In an interview with the BBC, as reported on Wednesday, July 17, 2024, the grieving mother recalled how her son Shidera was caring for her and his siblings. She said he saved up his lunch money to buy biscuit to share with his siblings, and he was always the one who noticed my mood and would ask, "Mommy, are you fine?" Chidera has found a passion in drawing, but unfortunately the young boy who left home from school early Friday with his younger sister never returned. His father, Chike, was relieved after Shidera's sister was pulled out from under the rubble, but at the same time, he wondered the whereabouts of his first child. "I saw my daughter Shisom being dragged out. I was relieved, but I kept shouting, 'Where's Shidera, my son?' It took about an hour before an excavator came." Chike lamented the son's body was later found in his classroom on the first floor. The school 2-story building collapsed at about 8:30 a.m., claiming 22 persons, while about 154 were trapped under the rubble before they were evacuated to various hospitals. The unfortunate incident happened while students and teachers were in their respective classes. According to the investigative panel set by the federal government, the physical observation of the building looked distressed as weak materials were used for the building. You can pick up a copy of that particular one and read further details on that particular news stories. A copy of Punch newspaper as Plateau School collapse, grieving mothers recount late son's memory. It is fake news. Oni Palace denies marriage trending stories. The Palace of the Oni of Ife, Osun State, has denied allegations of involving the monarch of Badeye Ogunwusi, describing the story as fake news. In a statement sent to Punch Online on Thursday, the Director of Media and Public Affairs at the Oni Palace, Moses Olafare, addressed the claims involving MS Fagbule, who was allegedly swindled of $180,000 by individual impersonating Oni. Olafare stated the Palace of the Oni of Ife is not unaware of a trending fake news about one MS Fagbule purportedly swindled of $180,000 allegedly by our father Arole Oduduwa Olofin Adimula Oni Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi. It is worrisome the level at which the ladies have been making themselves victims of marriage fraud on the internet, despite our several warnings to the general public, particularly ladies whose ultimate ambition is to become queen of the Oni. So beware of internet marriage proposals, scammers who capitalize on the gullibility and desperations. Olafare continued, even though it is not in our tradition to respond to fake news like this, posted and promoted by criminal faceless source through a Twitter and now X account, it has become imperative to make his response for necessary clarification in order to claim the inundation of genuine concerns expressed by subject friends and lovers of the Oni globally. Pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that particular one, as it's fake news. Oni Palace denies marriage trending stories. Illicit financial outflows cost Nigerian others $50 billion annually, Chiefs Council. Nigerian and other African nations are losing $50 billion a year to illegal financial outflows, according to the Nigerian Chiefs Council. The executive secretary's Chief Executive Officer of the NSC, Pius Akuta, stated this in Lagos recently during a debate competition organized by some members of the National Youth Service Corps in collaboration with industrial trainees of the council. The event was themed Effective Whistleblowers Protection Mechanism, a critical tool in the fight against corruption. Akuta, represented by the Director of Human Resources at the NLC's Mrs. Ada Okam, explained that illicit financial outflows negatively impact the quality of life in Africa. He reiterated that every effort at lifting Africans out of poverty and the provision of basic services to Africans has been retarded. From research, it is noted that African losses more than $50 billion annually through illicit financial outflow, the NSC boss stated. According to Akuta, illicit financial outflows make it difficult for Africans to grow as a continent and achieve the African agenda and the sustainable development goals. He added that corruption was a phenomenon that had been affecting the generality of humanity. He said that corruption has no gender and that its effect is negatively permeative and all-encompassing, touching on every facet of human society, and it retards national advancement, stability, and also prosperity. You can pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that particular news stories, as illicit financial outflows cost Nigerian others $50 billion annually. Over 600,000 Nigerians sought asylum abroad under Buhari. Over 600,000 Nigerians filed for asylum in other countries between 2016 and 2023, which were years under the administration of former President Muhammad Buhari. Buhari was president from 2015 to 2023 and handed over to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was sworn in on May 29, 2023, after winning in the general election the same year, according to a report released on Wednesday, July 17, 2024, by Statisense, a data collection organization. Of a total of 664,384 in 8 years, and 355,792 persons sought asylum between 2016 and 2019, while 308,592 sought asylum between 2020 and 2023. On a year-by-year basis, 66,862 sought asylum in 2016 and 91,924 in 2017 and 84,624 in 2018, while 112,382 in 2019 and 73,233 in 2020, 83,105 in 2021 and 83,402 in 2022, and also 68,852 that was in 2023. The figures indicate a surge from the past years, as Statisense noted that within 12 years, 2004 to 2015, only 204,791 Nigerians filed for asylum in other countries. In total, 869,175 Nigerians filed for asylums in the last 20 years, notably from 2004 to 2023. The report was actually posted on the organization X.com and at Statisense, citing the United States Nations Refugee Agency. You can pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper and read further details on that. At over 600,000 Nigerians sought asylum abroad under Buhari. Petrol landing cost now 1,117 per litre. That's coming from Market House. The landing cost of premium motor spirits, also known as petrol, was 1,117 naira as of Tuesday, July 16, 2024. That was the day before yesterday, I beg your pardon. And Major Energies Market House Association of Nigeria announced on Wednesday. MEMA disclosed this during a webinar with journalists on Wednesday yesterday. The association revealed that the landing cost of diesel was 1,157 per litre, while that of aviation fuel was 1,127 per litre. The Punch report that the 1,117 landing cost of petrol is far above the pump price of the product in Nigeria. At the moment, filling stations operated by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and those of the major market house sells PMS at between 617 per litre and also 660 litre, while independent market house sells for 700 naira per litre or more. NNPC, the sole importer of petrol into Nigeria, has consistently denied subsidizing the cost of PMS, but refused to disclose the landing cost of the product. Our correspondent reports that the revelation from MEMAN is almost the first from market house in the industry, as the landing cost appears to have been shrouded in scary by the importers of PMS. MEMAN Executive Secretary Clement Izong said the cost were obtained from independent energy price benchmarks provider. The association maintained that it would release similar information regularly to keep the masses informed. Recently, independent oil marketers accused private depot owners of hiking the ex-depot price of petrol from 630 to 720 per litre. You can pick up a copy of Punch newspaper and read further details on that particular news story. Not stops applicant list as federal government begins student loan disbursement. The managing director of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Dr. Akintunde Sawyers, says students of the higher institution based in Nigerian South are now applying for loans because they doubt the viability. Sawyers said these when a brief when it briefed the State House correspondent after the launch of the disbursement of loans to applicants by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Presidential Villa Abuja yesterday. He noted that more students from the north applied for the loans owing to better coordination by tertiary institutions in the region. In the southern part of the country, there's growing awareness and interest. There has been a lot of skepticism, and I think the most skeptical part of the country are in the south. They question everything. Is it true? Is it real? Is it scam? And I think what you witnessed today with us actually starting this disbursement program is to say that it is not no fund, it is nil fund. The zone with the highest, I can say to you that institution in the north of the country rather have been very proactive at supporting and helping their students and providing their data to us. He assured Nigerians that the early skepticism would disparate as more loans were disbursed. You can pick up a copy and read further news stories on that particular one. I'm able to cite this: deliver Anambra to NMPC in 2025. Can Jude charges party stakeholders? On the politics side, deliver Anambra. This coming from the national chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, has urged chieftains and stakeholders of the party in Anambra to work for the party's victory ahead of the 2025 governorship election in the state. Ganduje also declared that the southeast region is due to be at the mainframes of national politics and cannot afford to remain on the fringes. The APC national chairman gave the charge during the inauguration of the Anambra Consultative Council held on Wednesday in Abuja yesterday. According to the former Kano governor, Anambra is one of the most strategic states in the country and should not be allowed to remain in the hands of the opposition parties, including the ruling All Progressive Party's alliance-led government of Governor Charles Soludo. He said, I believe this meeting is part of the strategy by the Anambra APC to reorganize and reunite our party members in preparation for the forthcoming 2025 governorship election. I also believe that the strategic nature of Anambra in the southeast and by extension Nigeria makes it expedient for the state to join the center. Therefore, I am convinced that these men and women attending this meeting have the capacity and ability to deliver APC in the incoming election. You can pick up a copy of Punch newspaper and read further details on these. Deliver Anambra to NPC in 2025. Can do your chat party members. On this note, I'll be calling today on newspaper review. But before I leave, let's take the headlines once again. Vigilante okayed for stopping scavengers of contaminated frozen turkey in Lagos. Plateau schools collapse, grieving mothers recount lessons, memories. It's fake news. Oni Palace denies marriage. Trending story. Illicit financial outflows cost Nigerian orders $50 billion annually. Cheapest council. Homecoming Britain searching for Nigerian roots finally meet half-brother. Petrol landing cost now 1,117 naira per litre. UI student protest 10 hours electricity rationing and also tuition hike. Over 600,000 Nigerians sought asylum abroad under Buhari administration. On this note, we call it a day. Please offer yourself a productive day ahead. My name is Ibidak Miracle Oluwadamila, ably representing Olamide. Until we catch up tomorrow for another edition of the newspaper review, please offer yourself a fantastic and lovely day ahead. For now, I am out of the studio.